So today's our session is about speaking. Now, speaking is your fourth session for IELTS examination. Now, your speaking examination will never be conducted with your listening, reading, writing exam. Your listening, reading, writing examination is 3 hours pencil and paper based test. For Indian students, it will be conducted 1 or 2 days before the examination or 1 or 2 days after the examination. Okay. Sometimes it may happen that 1 week before the examination they will conduct, or they might conduct 1 week after the examination. Whatever it is, now for example, my examination, speaking examination is held on, or they have organized next Monday. They will inform me this Monday, that is 1 week prior, that my examination is conducted next week, and the date when is the speaking examination is conducted, day, venue, and time of reporting. This all four things will be informed to me via text message or email. Okay, for overseas students, for UAE and outside students, your speaking examination will be conducted on the same day of your listening, reading, writing exam. The listening, reading, writing examination will be scheduled at some 10 o'clock in the morning, and your speaking examination will be scheduled thereafter from 1 p.m. 1 or 2 p.m. Okay, so for outside students, it will be after just after listening, reading, writing exam. For Indian students, 1 week before or after the examination. Now, your speaking examination is 101 examination. That means it is conducted between you and your examiner. Okay, it will be like in a hotel room, the examination will be booked. Okay, where in the table you and your examiner will be sitting. So it will be a kind of personal interview type of examination. Now, the whole speaking ka session will be of approximately 11 to 14 minutes. It will not be less than 11 minutes nor more than 14 minutes. One more thing about speaking examination is the whole session for your speaking examination will be recorded. The purpose for recording the session is, now for example, you were expecting 8 bands in your speaking examination. But unfortunately they only gave you 6.5 to 7 bands, and you are completely unsatisfied with the result. Okay, and if you want to apply for reassessment, you can. For that purpose, what they are doing is they are recording the whole session. The moment inside you enter to the cubicle, you tell good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the examiner till you bid them bye. The whole session is recorded. Okay. Now your speaking examination is divided into three phases. Phase one, phase two, and phase three. Now, in your phase one for speaking examination is known as introductory phase. Now, the reason why they have kept the introductory phase is okay. Now, for example, okay, introductory phase is also known as ice breaking phase. The reason why it is known as ice breaking phase is, for example, you were expecting for example, you come inside the cubicle. Okay, and the examiner who's sitting in front of you start asking you random question. What will happen? You will be scared. So to make you feel more comfortable, what they do is they have kept this introductory phase. Okay, so introductory phase is also known as ice breaking phase. Now, what type of question do they ask in your introductory phase? In your phase one, they ask you semi-personal question. Okay, semi-personal questions. Semi-personal questions are those type of questions where you feel comfortable to answer. For example, tell me something about yourself, about your family members, about your friends, about your work life. Are you doing work or your background? Okay, friends, families, your hobbies, your likes, dislikes. Those type of questions they ask is semi-personal question. They will not ask you personal questions. For example, they will not ask you that how much money do you owe in your bank account. No, where you feel literally embarrassed to answer those type of question, they will not ask in phase one. Okay. Now, what type of answers, what type of questions they will be asking you? It would be a simple one-line questions. For example, what is your name? Could you please tell me a good name? Could you please tell me about your hometown? Okay, so that type of question they might ask you. What type of answers you should give? Okay, for example, if they have asked you, what is your name? You replied ANSI. Then they asked, what are your hobbies? And you replied, playing football. So in ANSI or in playing football, they will not be able to check your base of English nor grammar. Plus they need the recording of 11 to 14 minutes. So the less you will answer, the more they will make you to speak. Okay, so make sure that you give each answers for 2 to 3 lines. Your each answer should be elaborated and 2 to 3 lines answer should be there. What is your name? My name is Ansi Alex. Okay, what are your hobbies? I have a lot of hobbies, okay, but as of now, when I don't get much time, so currently one of my favorite hobby is watching movies. 2 to 3 lines answers you have to give. Okay, again, it is not like you will give a very long answers for introductory phase. It is not necessary. 2 or 3 lines answer. In your phase one, they will ask you approximately 10 to 15 questions, but in your main IELTS examination, this is the format that they should ask you 10 to 15 questions. But in your main IELTS examination, they will not ask you 10 to 15 questions. They will hardly ask you 5 to 7 questions. And then they will go towards phase 2. Okay. Now, phase 2. Now, phase 2 is your cue card phase. Now, in cue card phase, what they will do is they will give you a task card. Okay, so task card given. Now in task card, they will give you a topic and 3 to 4 cues related to that topic will be given. Okay, they will give you 1 minute time to prepare and you have to speak for 2 minutes continuously. Okay, now before giving you 1 minute time to prepare, what they will do is they will give you they will give you a pencil and a paper. So if you want to jot down some of the points that is there in your mind, you can. For that reason, they give you a pencil and a paper. Okay, so 1 minute time to prepare and 2 minutes to speak. Now in your main IELTS examination, they will not allow you to carry your wrist watch, nor they will ask you they will allow you to carry your mobile phone. So how you will come to know that you have to speak for 2 minutes? Simple, it's very simple. You have to keep in mind that you should not stop until and unless your examiner asks you to stop. Your examiner may ask you to stop after 1 minute also. Okay, your examiner may ask you to stop 1.30 minutes also. Your examiner might ask you to stop at 1 minute 40 seconds also. Okay. So if they are asking you to stop before 2 minutes, that doesn't mean that you were speaking something wrong. That means whatever recording they wanted, okay, they already got from you. Okay, now it is useless for them to make you speak. Okay, for that reason they might stop you after 1 minute also. So you don't have to get nervous that they have stopped you before that. Okay, now the thing is phase 3. Okay, that is all about cue card phase. Now phase 3 is your counter question round. And counter question round, what